We shall move on to the next problem. One more example. Design a Turing machine consisting of A's and B's. The number of A's should be equal to the number of B's. So the question tells that my alphabet here consists of A's and then B's. And what is the condition? The number of A's should be equal to number of B's. So for example, I have one A and one B. The number of A is equal to number of B here. Or I can take one more example, A, B, B. So I have two A's and then two B's. One more example I'll take. I can take A, B, B. Okay. So I have one A, one B, the second A, second B. Or it can even begin with A, B, A, B. Okay. So I can have A's and B's in any order. Okay. The only thing is, in my entire string, the number of A and the number of B should be in equal number. So what is the logic that we can apply here? Okay, I'll take one example, A, B, B. Okay, A, B, B. So you know how the Turing machine works. So initially I'll be having blank, at the end also I will be having blank. Okay. So I'll start with respect to the first character. So it will be pointing here now. I'll be having blank and blank here. I will move the head. So whatever character I find in the beginning, okay, it can be either A or it can be B, okay, because you can have it in any order. So whatever you read first, I will make it X. Okay. So in this example, I read A. So what did I do with this A? I changed to X. So the number of A's should be equal to number of B's. So for every A I change to X, I should change one B to Y. Okay. So when I change one A to X, I will change one B to Y. So once again, I'll go for one more combination. I'll make one more A as X. Meanwhile, I'll change one more B to Y. So for every A, I will make changes. For every A, I'll change it to X. So for every A, I'll make changes with respect to B. So finally, all the number of X will be equal to the number of Y, which tells that the number of A's and B's are equal. So in this example now, I read A here, change it to X, keep on moving right till you find B. So I found a B here. So what I will do, I will change this B to Y. Okay, I will change B to Y. Then I'll change the direction. Okay, I'll change the direction. I will move towards left. I will keep on moving towards left till I read this X. So I am moving towards left till I read this X, because so after this X, everything will be changed or everything will be blank. So till I find X, I will keep on moving left. Once I find X, I will stop. I will keep this X as it is, and once again I will change the direction. Okay, so I was moving like this. Now I'll change the direction. Now the same thing again. I found one A. This A, I will change it to X. Now what should you do? Once you change A to X, you should keep on moving till you find the next B. So I will keep on moving towards right. So while I move towards right, now what did I find now? I found one Y. I don't want to make any changes, still I will move right. So when I move right here, I found B. I will change this B to Y. Okay, I will change this B to Y and I'll change the direction. Left, keep on moving left till you find X. So this Y, keep it as it is. X, stop, keep x as it is, change the direction. Okay, change the direction. So you didn't make any changes with respect to A now. You changed the direction. Now I didn't find any A or B. I found Y, keep moving. I found Y, keep moving. Keep on moving till you reach B. So once you reach B, it means that you have passed through all the characters in the string. So every characters are traversed before you could reach blank. So the number of A's here are equal to number of B's. I'll take one more example. A, B, A, B. Okay, A, B, A, B. So A, change it to X. Okay. I found the first A, change it to X. Keep on moving right till you find a B. I found a B, I will stop here. I will change B to Y. Okay, I will change B to Y. After changing B to Y, I will turn towards left. Okay, I'll turn towards left. I don't know whether any characters are remaining here. Keep on moving till you find X. Okay, keep moving left, you found X. Stop here. Keep this X as it is, change the direction. You have changed the character to Y, keep Y as it is, move forward. Now you found A. So what you should do, change A to X. Change A to X, keep on moving right till you find one B. So I found B, now stop. Change B to Y. Okay, change B to Y, change the direction. Keep on moving left till you find X. So you have an X here. Stop, keep X as it is, change the direction. Okay, Y, keep Y as it is, keep on moving. Now what happened? You have reached blank, stop. So all the A's and B's are converted to X and Y's. So even this is accepted. So I can even take example with respect to B. Okay, B, A, B. So what should you do? Start, keep the head here. Start parsing. I found the first character here. So the first character, change it to X. Okay, my first character I changed to X. Now since my first character is B, I should keep on moving till you read A. Okay, so B I changed to X, keep on moving towards right. I found one A, change it to Y. Okay, change it to Y. After changing it to Y, now you have to move towards left. So whenever you make changes with respect to Y, change the direction. Move towards left. Till when you should move, keep on moving left till you find X. I found X, stop, keep X as it is, change the direction. I found Y, keep Y as it is, keep moving. Now you found A. Okay. So with respect to B, one A you have changed. Now I found a new character A. Now this A I will change it to X. Okay. Keep moving. So you have changed A, keep moving till you find B. You found B, stop here, change B to Y. Since you are changing it to Y, now change the direction. Keep moving left till you find X. I found X, stop, keep X as it is, change the direction. Y, keep Y as it is, keep moving till you reach blank. You have reached blank. So everything is converted to AY. So you can tell that the given example BAAB, the number of A's here are equal to number of B's. So with using this logic, we shall design a Turing machine now. Okay, we shall design a Turing machine with respect to this. So I have taken A, B, B. So you'll be having blank here. So this is the first example that I had considered. So start, the first character here is A. So when you find A, what you should do? change A to X, keep moving right. So I'll start here. I'll take the first state Q0. So what is the first thing you did? When you're reading A, change it to X and move right. When you're reading A, change it to X and then move right. So go to next state. So I'll go to state Q1. Next, till when you should keep on moving right? So you had changed A to X. So till you find B, okay, till you find B, you should keep on moving right. So if you have any number of A's you have, keep it as it is and keep on moving right. So I'll take a loop here. If I am reading A, I will keep A as it is and then I will move right. Keep on moving right. You found B. So what you should do? When you reach here, change this B to Y. Okay. When you read B, change B to Y and change the direction. That is, you should move towards left now. So when you read B, now change it to Y, change the direction to left. So whenever you change some character to Y, simply change the direction to left. So go to next state Q2. So after changing the direction, I told you to keep on moving left till you read X. Okay, keep on moving left till you read X. So while moving, the only possibility that I get here is A. I won't get B in between now, because for every A, the first B you will change. So I will get A's here. So I will keep A's as it is. I will keep it as it is and I will keep on moving left. Till when you should move left? Till you find X. So when you find X, keep on moving left. When you find X, stop. Keep X as it is. Change the direction to right. Okay. Keep X as it is. Change the direction to right. Next, what happened? The same procedure repeated. That is, it began from this particular state. So once this is done, once you're reading X, keep X as it is and move right and start from this step. So take the transition from Q2 to Q0. Okay, take the transition from Q2 to Q0. So what did you do here? If you find X, keep it as X itself and change the direction. Okay, move towards right. Next, you found A again. If you're reading A, change it to X and move right. You're reading A, change it to X and move right. Till when? Till you read B. So now when you're moving right here, you found one Y. So this Y also you should keep it as it is and keep moving right. So you will find Y, keep it Y itself and then move right. So you found B. So when you find B, change it to Y. Okay, when you find B, change it to Y and move left. So I'll change the direction now. Keep on moving left till you read X. So while moving towards left, now you will find Y. Previous B you had already changed. So if you are reading Y, keep it as Y itself and move left. If you are reading Y, keep it as Y itself and then move left. Move left, keep on moving left till you find X. So Y, keep it Y as it is, move left. Now you found X. Stop. What will you do? When you find X, keep it as X itself and change the direction. You found X, keep it as X itself change the direction to right. Now you can notice that all the A's and B's are changed. So you don't know whether anything is remaining. So you should keep on traversing to right till you find blank. So here I found Y. I will keep it as Y itself. I will move right. I found Y. I'll keep it as Y itself. I will move right. When I reach B, it means that I have traversed each and every character. So n number of Y's. So once I reach X, so I will take a loop here with respect to these Y's. So I will be getting Y. I will keep Y as it is and then I will move left. Till when you should move left? Till you read B. So once you read B, I'll keep it as B itself and then I will move right. Blank, I'll keep it as blank itself and then I will move right. So it means that I have reached the final state. So I am done with the Turing machine here. But this is with respect to A, B, B. Okay, this example. Now what happens if I had shown you one more example with respect to B, A, B. Now the first character that you are reading here is B. But the Turing machine that you drew is with respect to A in the beginning. So if I read B, so I will start with respect to B, I don't have any transitions. So what you need to do is this Turing machine is incomplete now. The same thing I will draw it here with respect to B in the beginning. So the Turing machine, everything remains the same. The only thing is here first A you change to X. Here I am reading B. So if I am reading B, I will change to X. For every B, I will change A to Y. Next, after change this, once again I have A. So A will change to X and B. So this will continue. So we shall write with respect to this. Okay. So if you want, you can take this example and by traversing each and every character, you can draw it again. So the simplest step is whatever you have here, the same thing you draw it here with respect to B. So Q naught, I am reading B, change it to X and move right. Okay, so here I have A, here B. So if I have B, I'll change it to X and then I will move right. So I'll go to next state. So Q2, Q3. So if I am reading A, that A I will change it to Y and move left, this one. So here I have B, so here I'll have A. So in case if I get A, I will change it to Y and then I will move left. So I'll go to state Q4. So here you can check the possibilities. So here I have a loop. For A, I'll keep it A itself and move right. So for every B here, if I'm getting more B's, I will keep it B itself and then I will move right. After changing, I might get Y here. So Y, I'll keep it as Y itself and then I will move right. So this is done. Here I have a loop again. So a loop. So this is with respect to A, here it will be with respect to B. So for every B, keep it as B itself, move left. So after changing Y, move left. Once you're done with this, you should keep on moving left till you find X. Then the same procedure will repeat. So from Q4, I'll take a transition to Q0. So here the same thing. For every X, I'll keep it as X itself and then I will move right. So same thing you write it here for A, B because the other case will happen. So once you're done with this, at the end it reaches blank, it will go to final state. So Q4, I'll take it as Q5. So this is the Turing machine that accepts equal number of A's and then B's. So once you're done with this, write the tuples and you can take any example and then you can trace it.